The man who had nothing left. Asterisk, asterisk. At 25 years old, Armand believed his life was already over. Not physically, but emotionally. He lived in a one-room, tin-roof house at the edge of a crowded city. When it rained, water leaked through the ceiling and collected in steel bowls his mother placed on the floor. His father had worked as a daily wage laborer his whole life. Years of lifting bricks had bent his back permanently. Now he could barely stand for more than an hour. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors, earning just enough to keep food on the table sometimes. Armand was supposed to be the hope of the family. He was the one who would change everything. But at 25, he had no stable job, no savings, no degree worth mentioning, just rejection after rejection. He had tried everything: delivery jobs, factory shifts, construction work, call centers. Either he wasn't selected or the job didn't last. Every evening he returned home feeling smaller than the day before. Neighbors started whispering, "Still unemployed? Poor parents." All hopes wasted. He stopped meeting friends, stopped answering calls, stopped dreaming. One night, after another failed interview, he walked aimlessly through the city. It was past midnight, streetlights flickered, shops were closed, stray dogs roamed quietly. He sat down near a small roadside tea stall that was just shutting down. The old tea seller looked at him. "You look tired," the man said. Armand forced a weak smile. "Just life." The old man poured the last cup of tea and placed it in front of him without asking for money. "For tired people, tea is free," he said. Armand stared at the steam rising from the cup. "I'm 25, he said quietly, "and I failed at everything." The old man didn't react immediately. Instead, he wiped his counter slowly and said, "Do you know how old I was when I opened this stall?" Armand shook his head. 42. Armand looked up. "Before that, I worked in a textile mill. It shut down. I lost everything. I had 3 children, no savings. People laughed at me for selling tea at that age." He paused. "I thought my life had ended." Armand swallowed hard. "But you survived." The old man smiled gently. "No, I didn't survive. I started." That sentence stayed in the air. Armand felt something shift inside him. The old man continued, "You think 25 is late? It's not late. It's just uncomfortable." And people confuse discomfort with defeat. Armand stared at the cracked pavement. "But what if nothing works?" The old man leaned closer. "Nothing works until something does. And that something only comes to the person who refuses to disappear." Armand walked home that night thinking about one thing. He had been trying to escape the feeling of failure. He wasn't fighting, he was hiding. The next morning, nothing magical happened. His problems were still there. His father still coughed heavily in the corner. His mother still stitched clothes under dim light. But something inside him felt different. Instead of asking, "Why is my life like this?" he asked, "What can I control today?" It was a small question, but powerful. He had no money to start a business, no degree to land a big job, but he had strength and time. He went back to the same tea stall. "Can I help you in the mornings?" he asked the old man. "No salary needed. Just teach me." The old man laughed. "You're serious?" "Yes." For weeks, Armand woke up at 5 a.m. He learned how to manage customers, how to calculate costs, how to speak confidently, how to remember names. He realized something important. His biggest weakness wasn't poverty. It was fear. Fear of looking small. Fear of being judged. Fear of starting at the bottom. 3 months later, Armand did something bold. With borrowed money and secondhand utensils, he opened a tiny breakfast cart near a bus stop. Not fancy, not perfect, just clean food, honest pricing, respectful behavior. The first day, he sold only 6 plates. The second day, 10. Some people mocked him. From interviews to this, he smiled. Because now, he wasn't trying to prove anything. He was building something. Slowly, customers returned. Not because his food was extraordinary, but because he treated people with dignity. Within a year, the small cart became a permanent stall. Within 2 years, he hired 2 helpers. At 25, he had felt finished. At 27, he was supporting his family. At 30, he opened a second stall. One evening, while closing shop, he saw a young man sitting nearby, defeated And I failed at everything. Armin smiled. I know. Then he said the words that once saved him. You're not late. You're just uncomfortable. And discomfort is where strong people are born. Life doesn't change in one dramatic moment. It changes the day you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as responsible for your next step. Armin never became rich overnight. He never went viral. He never made headlines. But he did something far more powerful. He refused to disappear. And sometimes that is the biggest victory of all. If you are 20, 25, even 35, and you feel like everything is finished, it's not finished. You're just at the part of the story where the hero thinks he has lost. Stay. Build slowly. Start small. Because the world doesn't reward those who never fall. It rewards those who stand back up when nobody is clapping.